Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome to the Start Your Day Positive podcast, your feel-good way to start the week. I'm Sarah.
I am Len, and we're glad to have you joining us today. A lot of fun things we're going to talk about today. First of all, do you DoorDash a lot? We're going to tell you which way food delivery is trending.
And what is the secret to making the Olympics? One small town seems to have cracked the code. And I love this story. You're going to love it too.
And Mondays just got better. We're going to tell you how you can win a $100 Master Pizza gift card just because you're listening to today's podcast.
Ooh, I love that. I love me some Master Pizza. I got to tell you about the weekend, though. I hope everybody had a great weekend, Valentine's Day. It's funny because I think I officially hit the age where fitness equipment is romantic. I don't know if anyone remembers. It might have been last week on the podcast. I mentioned that for Valentine's Day, I would love a walking pad. Not ever thinking I would get one. It would just be something nice. You said, oh, that's not a Valentine's Day gift. And I said, well, it doesn't matter. A gift is a gift. My husband surprised me Valentine's Day morning with a walking pad.
Wow.
I can't believe it. I was so excited. And you know how hard it is to get a surprise with a gift it's in a big box. It's a walking pad.
Yeah.
But it's great because it's super light. It's basically like a little treadmill. I can't believe how inexpensive this was. It was like, I don't know, $100 or something like that. But it's like a treadmill that you just put in your living room. It's really easy. You can just roll it back into wherever you want, roll it under the couch. It's so nice. I'm like, this is it. I'm in my walking era. I love to walk outside, but you can't always do that. Or sometimes I want to get my 10,000 steps in and my husband's watching a show, or I want to watch my show and I could walk while watching it. So I'm so excited. This is going to be a new era for me. And I was thinking about like fitness schools lately. And I don't know if, women my age or women at any age kind of feel like this. But at my age, my goal isn't to look 25 anymore, okay? My goal is to feel strong in the future. Does that make sense?
That makes a ton of sense. The walking pads are trending, and I think that's why, because people are starting to shift and say, I just want to feel good now and stay healthy as long as I can.
Yeah, I want to feel great in my 40s, but I also want to still feel strong in my 60s as well. So if I start now, and I did start a little lifting and going to the gym as well, but I just love the consistency. I think my motto is now consistency beats intensity. Not that I'm never intense about workouts, because sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm lifting heavier. Sometimes I'm walking more. Sometimes it's a lighter workout.
Yeah.
Some days it's just the walking pad. And you know what? Some days it's just rest.
No, that's exactly right. You remember the old story, right? The tortoise and the hare, and slow and steady wins the race. That's the idea that, if you just jump into a trend and jump out of it, that's not going to be as effective as if you just have a plan and you just kind of work your way through it. So yeah. I think that's good. And that was a great gift. I was joking, because times change as you're married for a while. But actually, that was a great gift. A walking pad.
I love it, too. I actually wrote a little blog about everything that I'm doing and how I'm not trying to rewind time. I'm just trying to age strong. Here's what that looks like. Some thoughts on that. So that's on my blog at conversationswithsarah.com. If that resonates with anyone that's listening, just start today. You start small. That's my motto. You remember what my word was this year? Well, you probably don't, but it was simple. I'm not trying to do these big, huge, gigantic things. I just want to start small and add things where I can. And little things add up and build to big things, right?
More and more studies are showing that it's just being active. No matter what you do during the day, it's just finding a way to be active and find that moment when you're moving and you're balancing and you're doing something. That's what's most important, and that's something achievable for everybody.
And we even had a story a few weeks ago. I can't remember the exact details, but it was all about lifting and weight training, and that it's not necessarily always about how much you're lifting, but the consistency of it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I totally remember that. It almost worked out the same. Someone that was lifting heavy with short bursts, or someone that was working out longer. It was all just about working to the point where your muscles feel like they're being used. It was all about, I mean, really, that's a better way to say it than muscle fatigue. You know, that muscle fatigue is a word that people use in the gym, and it makes sense. But the idea is, we know what it feels like when, hey, my muscles were used there. I was climbing those steps. I was doing this. I was outside bending down and standing up, and I can feel it. Well, that means you're getting some good exercise.
Which leads me into the quote for the day today before we get into the show. The quote is from Susan B. Anthony that I ran across, and it says, "The older I get, the greater power I seem to have to help the world. I'm like a snowball. The further I am rolled, the more I gain." And first of all, can we just say I love that visual? She's basically saying she's a snowball. The longer she rolls, the bigger she gets. So what does she mean? Well, she didn't lose power as she got older. She gained it. You know, more wisdom, more confidence, more relationships, more perspective, more courage to maybe say what she would like to say. And I think that's such a good reminder for us all. You know, we sometimes think our best years are behind us, right? But what if we're actually building momentum? What if every hard season and every lesson and every awkward stage, every small step, like I was just talking about, is just adding snow, right? Look at that visual. You're not behind. You're not late. You're rolling. We're all rolling along, right? We're a rolling snowball. And the further you go, the more you gain. So I love that reminder for today.
It's a really good illustration. No wonder she eventually got the women the right to vote, because she said clever things, and the guys probably just looked at each other and said, that was pretty good.
Thank you, Susan.
All right, well, let's get rolling today. We've got 3 things your friends and family may be talking about.
Well, a new survey suggests the food delivery boom may be slowing down. According to YouGov, about 41% of Americans say they're ordering food delivery and takeout less often. Only about 17% get food delivered weekly. It's more common among younger people. The numbers hint that many people may be drifting back to home-cooked meals, leftovers, and simpler routines instead of relying as heavily on delivery apps.
Okay, so cooking trending a little bit. I really wasn't that interested in delivery until the other day. You told me about having movie popcorn delivered to your home, which sounded like such a fun idea.
Have you done it?
Not yet. I haven't watched anything. I actually went to the movies over the weekend, so I had my share of corn there, but didn't deliver it. You guys use that?
We don't do it a lot, but I don't even get delivery pizza that often. Like, I can't tell you the last time I had a pizza delivered, because we always just go and pick it up.
Me too. We've always picked it up. Yep.
But I will say this has been very convenient in certain times. We got stuck at a hotel when we had a vehicle situation, and the girls Ubered Starbucks, and that was convenient because we were stuck there for a while. I mean, there's just times where, oh, this is so nice. And I've seen where people if someone's having a bad day, they'll send them a coffee.
No, I like that.
From, something like that. I think it's all good. I just don't use it as much.
No, it has its place. All of it does, for sure. Hey, American Girl is marking its 40th anniversary with a redesign of its classic historical dolls. Some of the changes are sparking a little backlash on social media. The Mattel-owned brand unveiled a new modern era collection. This is different. It shrinks the dolls down to 14.5 inches. They're normally bigger than that. And it gives several favorites updated looks. The relaunch includes Lisa D, Addie, Molly, Kirsten, Samantha, and Josephina. The historical dolls have long been paired with books to help kids learn American history through storytelling, and this is why some longtime fans feel a little protective of that original American Girl brand.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with American Girl dolls, but my daughters really did. I think we had the OG original American Girl dolls, and then we switched over to the Target brand for all the clothes and accessories.
Yeah, I hear you.
But it's cute. Well, listen to this. A 6-year-old Girl Scout from Pittsburgh has set a national cookie selling record, moving more than 75,000 boxes in her first season with the Girl Scouts of the USA. This is crazy. She was motivated in part by the top prize, a trip to Niagara Falls. And her sales took off after a video of her went viral on TikTok. Here it is.
Hi, my name is Kim. Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
And how many Girl Scout cookies are you trying to sell?
10,000.
10,000? That's a lot of cookies. You're doing so good. Well, if people want to buy your cookies, they're going to click on the link and go to your website. And we definitely, absolutely can ship cookies anywhere.
Thank you.
Good job.
It's so cute. As you can tell, her mom was doing a lot of the posting there, but she's so sweet. The little girl, it just looks so precious. Her family says it wasn't easy, but the experience helped build confidence and a sense of community. Now she's aiming even higher, hoping to sell 180,000 boxes over time while simply enjoying the adventure.
Boy, lesson learned. I mean, she's going to be a little entrepreneur in the future.
I want to know how much money the troop will get from this. 75,000 boxes.
It's a good question.
Would the troop get? My daughter is still a Girl Scout. She is going for her Gold Award.
Yeah, Gold Award, is that Eagle Scout equivalent to Boy Scouts? Is that? I don't know.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, it's a big deal. So I forget the number of hours, but she had to go through this big, huge presentation and get approved. And it's a lot. It's a huge project.
Yeah.
Okay. The troop could theoretically receive, assuming they get 65 cents to $1 per box.
Okay, that's the net to the...
Which, yeah, I'm not sure. She could get around $50,000 in proceeds for her troop.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know if that's super accurate. That's just a little
I mean, the point is,
Google,
it's a lot is the point.
But that's good. I'm sure they use it for really, cool things.
If there's an expense in your household and your family that can be absolutely draining, it is healthcare for you and for your family. Maybe you are amongst the millions that do not have healthcare provided by your job. You're an entrepreneur. You work for yourself. It's just not a benefit that you have, or your share is super expensive. What do you do in that situation? There is a solution, and it's working for so many people. And the nice part is it aligns with your faith. Healthcare sharing it is what our partner Liberty Health Share does, and they do it so well. It's really become an answer to prayer for so many. I had the chance to sit down and talk with Mark. He's part of the Liberty Health Share team, and he can explain better than I can why so many people are saying, I love this. It's perfect for my situation.
We have programs for singles, couples, families, and even seniors. Simple. You're submitting through your providers, and we will reimburse those providers for the services rendered. The other big part that people absolutely love is choice. You are able to select the physician that you trust. You are able to select the providers that you want to go to. And we have a national network with over 900,000 providers that you can select from. It's a partnership we're aligned with, so it gives people great flexibility in controlling their care.
Another thing really exciting, Liberty Health Share now provides opportunities for dental and vision care. We're really happy to have Liberty Health Share as a podcast partner because we know that they are helping so many people in a very challenging situation. It's healthcare. Want to get more information? Just go to the website. It's libertyhealthshare.org.
Yeah, I love that it's super positive. It brightens my morning every day when I go to work.
Lana Sarah just keeps me happy in the morning. It's really good to listen to.
All right, I have to tell you about this little tiny town in Vermont I just learned about, Norwich, Vermont. It only has about 3,000 people, but get this, it has produced an incredible number of Olympians per capita. So I was watching the Olympics the other night, and I just got to thinking about where everyone is from on Team USA. And I started, Googling and researching. It's not because they have some intense elite training factory. It's actually the opposite. So I got to tell you about this town because kids there, they play everything. They ski in the winter, soccer in the fall, track in the spring. There's no early pressure. There's no, you must specialize by the age of 6. Teams are inclusive. There's no cuts. There's no cuts on the team. Parents focus on joy and effort. They're not like looking at a scholarship off in the distance and fame. And everyone says in the town that Olympians, they're just neighbors. So when a kid grows up watching someone from their own street make it to the games, it feels possible. There's really no like secret sauce. The Olympics aren't just a goal they set. It's like a healthy, encouraging community. The biggest thing in this town is the culture that they create.
And it kind of explains something. When I'm watching the Olympics, I'm always thinking in my mind, wait a minute, the United States has 360 million people and we have access to the best training facilities in the world. Why is it that some of these small towns are so good at so many of these Olympic events around the world? And it's probably because of what you're talking about, that being a part of Olympic training is more of a lifestyle than the pressure to become an Olympian. I did a lot of coaching, still do some coaching. My specialty was girls fast pitch softball, and always I would set out and say the number one goal is to create friends and memories that last a lifetime. So it just wasn't about winning and losing and the pressure of achieving the greatest. I can really relate to what you're saying there.
So the town has produced around 11 Olympic athletes. And that's actually really huge when you think that when you compare it to the town of 3,000 people. And there was almost 12. But someone got hurt right before they were supposed to leave for the Olympics. Almost every Winter Games since 1984, they've had one athlete.
Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Yeah.
They have a joke in the town that 1 in every 322 residents is an Olympian.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is kind of crazy. I thought it was such a good reminder when you build a good culture around encouragement instead of pressure, amazing things grow.
We love pizza!
All right, your Monday just got a little bit better because we're going to give you a chance right now to win a $100 gift card to our podcast partner, Master Pizza. 16 locations in our area, and Master Pizza is amazing. The owner of Master Pizza, his name is Michael LaMarca. He has served as the captain of the United States pizza team. And if you saw the show on Hulu, there was a show on Hulu. It was called Best in Dough. It was a competition from pizza makers all over the country. Michael and Master Pizza was number one. They actually won Best in Dough in the whole country.
Their pizza is so good. We love Master Pizza. On $100, you could throw a little party. I get the gluten-free. Russ, my husband, gets the regular, the rest of the family. It's so delicious. We get the breadsticks. They even have gluten-free breadsticks, by the way, that are amazing. And I mean, who has that? But you know what else I love there? I always have to get their salads. I love their salad. There's something with me, pizza and salad go together. And their salads are so good. So I love this for someone today.
Going to be so easy. We'll tell you how you can enter with the keyword in just a second. But I do want to say personally, thank you, Michael. He is our partner with the Claiborne Ford Do Good Mobile. When we visit places in the community that are doing good, I always like to surprise them with a pizza party. I just pick up the phone and say, Michael, we'd like to deliver 5 pizzas when I stop by, and I name the organization. He says, sure, Len, we'll make sure you have them. I pick them up and drop them off. So he's a really, really good guy. So just kind of keep that in mind.
I'm ready to give the key word out.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, the key word, cheese. Because you know what? Everyone loves cheese. You got to have cheese on your pizza. So the key word is cheese. Just go to startyourdaypositive.com. You scroll to the bottom of our website and you're going to see where to enter that key word. And you might be the winner of the $100 gift card today.
Yeah, everybody that knows the keyword, we'll just have a drawing and someone's walking with that gift card. So say cheese with the Start Your Day Positive podcast and Master Pizza.
We love pizza.
Hey, you and I had the opportunity to pop in one of our podcast partners. It's Northeast Factory Direct the other day. I'll tell you what, you were like a kid in a candy store.
You never know what you're going to find at Northeast Factory Direct. I mean, you're going to find great stuff and a great deal, but sometimes there's these hidden treasures. And we were walking past and we saw this floor model sale. It was for a whole bedroom set. And this is crazy. So I walked past it. The dresser was kind of just what I was looking for, to be honest. My dresser's kind of falling apart. It was a 4-piece set, a bedroom, a bed, I should say, nightstand, dresser, and a mirror for $9.99. I thought, when I first looked at it, I thought it was just the dresser.
Just the dresser. No, it really was quality. The dresser was a high quality dresser, and I was going to let you down when you said, "Is this for everything?" I was going to say, "No, it's just for the dresser." And then I looked; it was for everything.
I would have grabbed it, but I need a king size, not a queen.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Even when it's not on some floor model sale, it's a great price. Like today's President's Day, everybody's having President's Day sales, right? But I will tell you, Northeast Factory Direct's not having a sale because their sale is every day. They always have everyday low prices. So you're not going to find some big boombastic sale because you're always going to get a great price. But every so often, you're going to be like, whoa, this floor model? I'm grabbing that.
Hop in the car today. Head over to one of the locations, Cleveland, Euclid, Macedonia, North Canton. You'll want to go in person. The website to find the one nearest you is northeastfactorydirect.com.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Today is February 16th, halfway through the month. Let's go back in time and look at this date in history.
It's President's Day. Now, is it President's Day S apostrophe or President's Day apostrophe S?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm kind of afraid to ask. But I always get those mixed up. But President's Day is a holiday we celebrate, of course, today. It's always the third Monday in February. I know a lot of people, schools have off today, banks, mail, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, federal holiday, sure.
Federal holiday. Just so you know, it started off as a way to honor George Washington's birthday, but over time it became a day to recognize all the U.S. presidents. Back in the 70s, it was moved to a Monday so people could have a long weekend. That was awfully nice. So yes, it's about history and leadership, but the weekend you can see a lot of, or today you'll probably see a lot of sales too. For some reason, stores turned it into people have a day off.
That's
have a
true.
President's Day
President's
sale.
Day sale. Yeah. 1923 in Egypt, English archaeologist Howard Carter entered the sealed burial chamber of the ancient Egyptian ruler King Tut. King Tut's tomb, among the riches found in the tomb, golden shrines, jewelry, statues, a chariot, weapons, clothing, and hundreds of pairs of shoes. King Tut really liked shoes. King Tut lived around 1400 BC, passed away when he was just a teenager, but most historians believe, this is interesting, that was about the same time that Moses lived. It's possible that King Tut was alive during the time of the Exodus. It's possible.
That's so interesting.
It is. It just grounds things as far as the history of the Bible is concerned. There is a Cleveland connection. Howard Carter, who discovered the tomb, worked on behalf of the Cleveland Museum of Art. So he was able to procure a number of artifacts for the local museum here in Cleveland. The Egyptian collection at the Cleveland Museum of Art is one of the finest collections in the world, and it's all because of the Howard Carter Cleveland Museum of Art connection.
If you ever have a chance, go to the art museum. By the way, the art museum is free. I will never forget when we went to see this Egyptian exhibit, and was it the sarcophagus? Is that what they're called?
The sarcophagus, one of those burial tombs, sure.
There's, artwork all over it, and it was hilarious. It was summertime, and I had on this pair of sandals, just really little strappy sandals, and a picture was on one of them and literally had the same pair of sandals on.
They were
identical. I wish I still had that picture. I need to dig for it. Because I was like, wow, not much changes in fashion or everything comes back around.
We just looked and it was like, those are your sandals that you're wearing right now.
Identical. It's hilarious. And we take it for granted now, but in 1968, the first 911 emergency phone system in the U.S. went live and eventually became available nationwide. It changed how Americans get help during emergencies.
Almost seems impossible that you don't have 911. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so thankful. Great, brilliant people who make our world better.
Say cheese. Actually, type cheese in as your keyword. Go to startyourdaypositive.com. You could win a $100 gift card to Master Pizza. Today we're giving away, boy, Mondays. We're trying to boost Mondays as much as we can here. This is pretty awesome.
Yes, and we always like to wrap up our podcast with a prayer. You said something earlier today. You told the story about a town in Vermont that has like an inordinate amount of Olympic athletes. And it was because of their approach. It's not about the pressure to win at all costs, but it's about love and lifestyle and community. So I thought that would be good to tie that into our prayer today. So let's do that. Heavenly Father, we pause and say a prayer to you. That story is just a great reminder about where we should put our priorities when it comes to our relationships, our community, those that we know and that we love. It's not necessarily about win at all costs, but instead it's about doing well and serving one another and creating an atmosphere of love and acceptance and encouragement. And so it's our prayer today that you'll help us to be more mindful of that. In Jesus' name, amen.